this, man, but is not Amazon, other than Apple, the great stock of this year? I saw another person who said it's going to go to $1 trillion today. People say, yeah, that could happen. But when he was talking about it going to where it is now, boy, those hedge funds. Whoa, remember the hedge funds that wanted to short everything to Kingdom Come?
Right. He also is an owner of Bitcoin, Mr. Miller, and his hedge fund, yeah.
Does he
by
like
the way,
Kodak?
our friend at Follow the H says oldest CEOs Buffett, followed by, I guess, Sheldon Adelson?
Sheldon Adelson, yeah, that's right.
Penske.
Las Vegas Sands.
Also up there.
He has a little British exposure, supposed to hurt him, but of course, Brexit turned out to be good. Right?
And right, and Leslie Wexner is still
just kidding, yeah.
still a
LB
CEO.
is not had that good a run here.
No.
LVS has done better than LB, but it's not done as good as Berkshire.
A lot still to come this morning, guys. Apple's under scrutiny from a power player on Capitol Hill. Also, with the retail landscape changing, here what Kohl's CEO told Jim last night on Mad Money about Amazon. We got calls on everything from Toll to 3M, Hershey, Target, Deere. And take another look at the pre-market. More Squawk on the Street from Post 9 in a minute.
Good morning, guys. Let's see if we can find a better stock. Just watching this AMRH pre-market has already gone up 124%. And the reason why they have been going up with the news anyways is that they offering like blockchain solutions to all their customers. No idea what that is, but apparently it's really good. We're reaching over $8 a share. It's crazy good. And 33%. $8 even. 804.
Demanding answers from Apple, according to the Wall Street Journal. Commerce Committee Chairman John Thune has sent a letter to Tim Cook asking questions about why the iPhone maker was slowing down its phones in response to battery wear. Wants more information about just how and why they throttled this processing power in the models.
We keep it alive. They came up with a solution. Apple's become a target. It's so big. They've become really a punching bag. And I find it interesting because there are a lot of companies that do a lot of things that are not necessarily pro-consumer.
140%. They're just climbing. Their stochastic is really high though. He needs to try to do some kind of a pullback soon. Even in the pre-market. Let's see how many shares are being traded at a time on there, because that's a $8 stock. It's going pretty fast too.
To some degree, within our own country. And when you see Apple and everyone has one, you're tempted to say, well, wait a second. There's something that could be wrong with this device that everybody uses. It's a national treasure, but let's take it apart. You know, during yesterday while I was being attacked by some guy on halftime, I don't know his name. He's some lawyer that used to work at G or something. He was saying I hadn't read some letter, which of course I
145%.
didn't realize how quickly you can disable it for people. And I was thinking
The only thing with this stock that I'm worried about is that we're going to see all the movement like it's doing right now in the pre-market, and that we're not really going to see anything as soon as the market opens. So that's my biggest worry with this stock, that we may miss the movement just because it's in the pre-market and it's moving there. We always want to watch out for that. We never want to go into a penny stock in the pre-market. Only out, not in.
He boxes too, so.
We've got your back as we're watching from the booth.
Say again? Yes, he's very
He actually
understated.
thought about the question, didn't accuse me of not reading the letter that I had read over a
All right,
couple times.
but to the larger point here in terms of the threat to Apple from all these various, whether it be device usage by younger people, whether it be battery power, whether it simply be privacy issues, or so many other things that we haven't even discussed that may come up. Is it a threat to the company at all in terms of its revenues?
Wow, 171% now. It's in at $9 a share, and we saw it climb above the 8. It'd be crazy good money if we can get in this in during the market hours. If it keeps moving, that'll be good. If it doesn't keep moving though, we're not gonna go into it. 160%. 165. So just to shine a little light on there, we opened up in the chart as soon as it hit like $8 a share. So $8 a share. Let's say you went in there with your $2,000 and it's at 907 now. You'll already be up about $257. Again, I'm not going to go into this in the pre-market though. Very dangerous to do that in the pre-market. And for those who are new to the stream today, make sure you ask questions. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys may have. So it's doing a little pullback right here. Like I knew it would sooner or later. It is curving a little bit on the MACD with the line. By the way, if we look back at AT&T stock that we were in yesterday, it dropped even further. So it was a really good thing that we got out when we did, even though it went up a little bit after we closed the stream. We still walked away with profit, not too much, but a little bit. But if you look at yesterday's chart, we got out at 86, about right here, which is not too bad. It went all the way up to 99, and then it crashed for the rest of the day, and it's even lower than it is than all day yesterday. a lot of the futures are down as well. So they're on the news. They mentioned that they're expecting the stocks to open up lower than normal. So we may see a little dip at first, but we shall see. This one, HMNY, this one is a previous runner-up, so that one could make pretty good money if it has a reason to move up. It went up already, almost $2 a share. Well, $2.55 a share, which is crazy good. I wonder what is going on with their news. Why are they going up? Okay, movie passes hits 1.5 million subscribers. Great. It's yesterday's news. What happened yesterday on there? Okay, so it went up. Great. Okay. Up nearly 25% pre-market. Not too much news. All it really means is they're just kind of still hitting off of yesterday's news of the 1.5 million subscribers that they have right now, which is good, right? But definitely want to still watch it. So we're gonna watch that one and this one. And then we're going to watch the other one here. So here we got both penny stocks that we're going to be watching right now, as we look at other stocks as well. TNDM. So they're doing a lot more pumps there. Great. Okay, that's good. It's really good. So they went for, and they're seeing their fourth quarter sales go from 39 million to 40 million. And then they're looking at 2018, 132 million, 140 million. So about 30 million. I guess that's lower than their fourth quarter sales. So them putting it in bigger numbers makes it look like it's bigger. So the fourth quarter sales were bigger than what they're expecting on average. $35 is still lower. So the CEO is saying here that he took a pay cut. He had a salary last year of $583,000. And they just lowered it. Interesting. Do weekends count toward the 5-day rule with the 3-day trades? So that's a great question. So when you're day trading, you're in and out the same day. You're not holding it over the weekend for a day trade. If you're holding a position, let's say you buy it on Friday and you sell it on Monday, that's not considered a day trade. So it's not held against your 3 days. Your 3-day trades, sorry. Looks like the histogram right here is trying to make its curve to go back up to the 0. So we may see an X form right as the market opens on HMNY. So that's a good thing to look at. Looks like AMRH may be bouncing off the MACD signal line, but it may also form the X because it is down on the histogram. So right now, my prediction, if I would say I would predict, my guess is that we're going to see AMRH drop within a couple minutes of the market opening, and then we're going to see HMNY go up. Got 48 seconds. So let's see. I never like to make guesses, never go off of guesses, but it's always fun to see what happens. It is up 181% right now on AMRH. Again, that's a lot. 185. So let's see what happens here. So it looks like this one just jumped up above 200. That is crazy. Let's see if it can hold it though, because that's high percentage. $245% I saw. Did any additional news come out on it? It's up 278%. Hitting that 13. So people are trying to bring it to the 14. Oh, but it paused. Yeah, we're not going to be trading this one. This one's out. It didn't pause before, but it did pause now. 278%. You guys will see this probably drop soon. It is trying to have its sellers get ready to pump it up to the 14s, but no. HMNY, it did take a little dip. So I guess I did the opposite of what I was saying, but yeah, I'm not trading a stock that pauses. You see AT&T drop. Stocks open broadly lower. So I'm trying something new with the strategy scanner that I got going right here. It's supposed to help me find stocks that are crossing with the MACD. So I had to, when I was setting this one up last night, I had to create my own strategy to be able to do that. So I wanted to check that out. Let's look at this one.
Here's a name that used to talk about a lot on Mad Money. Sirius. I don't know if you do anymore, but used to get a lot of calls on
Looks
that.
like you make on this one.
$25 billion market value.
Not many volume on this particular stock. It's still kind of early for this.
Guidance on the tape.
Here you can see it crossed.
Ahead of their
Very low volume though. CNET is on there.
let me quickly go through Morgan Stanley's take here. Looks like
So it looks like
strong
CNET.
in terms of where they were in terms of adding subscribers. Flat to down free cash flow and EBITDA in 18 versus 17 isn't helpful for the multiple analysis. The bears depressed, they say, but the initial 18 guidance for revenues are roughly 5.7 billion. That is 1 to 2% below consensus. However, EBITDA 2.15
Kind of low though.
slightly ahead of consensus.
So I'll have to play around with that.
At 2.15 billion, I'm sorry, versus consensus of about 2.09. So
Financials and energy lead.
positively up almost 2%.
Who are the two biggest holders there?
Well, I know the largest holder is, of course, their control shareholders.
I don't know why they're saying that. Like, yeah, Bank of America is up a little bit, but it's on its downtrend.
Look, that EBITDA is the number that trades off of. There have been a lot of gunner sell-side guys who've been trying to, saying this thing's going to roll over. I continue to think that the only thing that make it roll over would be a Spotify. But I channeled 27.
Okay, AMD had some news. So let's check it out.
Elvis, whose birthday was
AMD stock drops shows how specters will loom over tech.
The Spectrum, which is number 28, I like that. Yeah,
Christine Stone.
Yeah, great. I know, she's really good. Yeah, and they'll give you occasionally throw in a song, you're like, whoa.
How about 11, 12, where you get the kind of,
The kids want to go to 1, which is the pop, and it's like, no, not 4.
when I went on the set,
With a Y.
it's the 70s. My kids were saying, listen, that's like listening to big bands, like listening to Don Miller.
Sometimes we go to the 70s channel, listen to a little Chicago. Come on.
That said, who really knows?
Let's watch CHK.
I know, all of us do. By the way, guys, have you ever heard of something called offer surfing, where you basically use the free trial few days to go between over-the-top platforms?
No, come on.
Apparently, that's a thing now. That's a
Offer
thing now. And at some of these conferences going on, one of the people from Fox was talking about it. Offer surfing is creating a tension that there needs to get solved over time. Because these offers could condition
So AMRH, it's dropping like a rock right now.
content. We've had this proliferation
I
of
mentioned
all
it
of
probably
these,
would.
what we call these virtual MVPDs or the
Because it was
over-the-top platforms.
in the 13s and then it's dropped.
Free. Go to them free because it's easier and easier now to switch.
So offer surfing, we need a bigger board.
We need a bigger board. Or you're not going to have a free trial period, or I don't know.
Well, look,
But when all these things are on your box,
how
you
about
can
these
really
guys who
turn
say,
them on.
I watch the football games. You don't pay for that because they have some service. I mean, what the heck? Well, you pay it. Although the cable bills,
Well, you can put this thing called an antenna on your TV. I've heard this is a new technology.
I heard they used to
Literally goes through the air. Yeah, it goes through the air, and you can get these networks, CBS, NBC, ABC, that actually
watch net.
they also have football games on them sometimes. Yeah, and Fox too. Yeah, it's over the air. It's new.
How's the reception?
It's not bad. Yeah, depending on where you are.
Can I use Roku to get them?
Jim, you've talked for a while about how you want financials to lead us into this earnings season, and we did get a couple upgrades of Morgan Stanley and Wells over at Atlantic.
Right.
Morgan Stanley's up a full %.
Alright, let's check out some other stocks. Tesla here, made an X. It is a little bit more expensive, in the 300s. Made an X right here. Kind of high on the stochastic.
I'm Angelo Dundee for Frost.
Made an X right here.
The performance of Jamie Dimon over 200%, Lloyd over 80, in a tough mind. So just keep it in mind.
It's trying to climb, so that's good for
Very interesting.
swing trade.
I think close to
He went in 3 days ago.
RBC takes
2 days
it
ago.
out for 155 to 190 they go.
The two animals, a deer and cat, they just don't quit. And he's not early on deer, clearly, but the agriculture market is something that people want to play, so to speak, and it's better than.
Okay, let's check out. Okay, this one is
But I do say that again,
still trying with the HMNY, so that's good.
maybe get in them. I mean, they got to come down.
AMRH is 240. Just trying to climb back up again. Again, it's a pause and stock, so we don't trade it.
I thought you vaped.
I don't do anything.
Do you know what a vape is? I don't even know what a vape is. That
Discover stock went up.
I live a very clean life.
That's Subway. The vape. You take that downtown. I eat
By the way,
2 or
the
3.
subway more or less doesn't work anymore here in New York. Yesterday, just delays. That's all it says
The only thing
anymore.
my ticket pieces is this queue line.
By the way, guys, as we're doing this, on Friday morning, I will do a small stream. I won't do the full 2 hours that I usually do, but I'll probably do about an hour.
At a price he would like. This is what Buffett said to Becky in the last hour.
Because I'm going into work a little bit later on Friday, so far that's the plan. Oh, this is where Warren Buffett right here in the news is talking about like bitcoins. So Warren Buffett was also mentioning on the Squawk Box that he does not buy bitcoins and that it will drop hard. That's what he stated. It will not have a happy ending there. GE.
I thought it was a non-ringing endorsement.
It's true. You hear it a lot more with Boeing, which finally stopped going up today.
Are you
I mean,
kidding?
that's all it's. Oh, look, you're
I
wearing a
wore my
Boeing
Boeing
tie.
787 Dreamliner tie today because I thought that this could stop Boeing from going higher. It's kind of like the Sports Illustrated jinx.
So GE is in a consolidation period, which is actually not that bad for us. If we wanted to trade it, then we could. We just have to watch it get out of its consolidation period. So either a break up or a break down. Looks like it may do a breakdown though.
How's that stock doing, actually? With
That's at 21, David. Got that new management.
Silverman is in there.
Yeah, the earlier management was committed to losing money from the point of for charity. I'm surprised that Penner doesn't like them, right? Looks, these guys are committed to losing money just to help the cause.
HMNY
Etsy is down. Etsy, interestingly, is down 2.2%.
28%, only 29.
Also off about 2.6%. I don't know. I was trying to find out. Well, stock's going down.
Walmart, Cat, Verizon helping to lead the Dow down almost 80.
Okay, if we wanted to short sell HMNY,
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
let's check out.
I think we're due for a down day, but looks like we were heading downward going into the early morning, and then we had another little bump down around 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me show you how the futures. We lost 8-9 points in the futures. There was a story on another network that officials are reviewing China's foreign exchange holdings. They may recommend slowing or halting purchases of U.S. Treasuries. No confirmation on that at all. And I'm a little skeptical. I think there might be some political issues there. But, you know, China gets huge amounts of dollars. They export to the U.S. They get dollars. They have to invest it. And it's not easy converting dollars to other currencies. So Treasuries are a perfectly logical investment. Don't know if this is a real story or not. But you can see that we moved down directly on that. Futures moved down. It continued into the open. Elsewhere, we've been weak before that going in. Asia did not look very well. I've noted yesterday about how tech has been weak in Asia recently, and we saw a number of the big tech people over in Taiwan, Honhai, the big Apple.
So HMNY is breaking down. GE is actually breaking up.
In Korea, I talked about Samsung yesterday. They had preliminary numbers that were.
Alright, so let's see here what we want to do. That's nice. It's trying to bounce back up here. Let's see here. We're actually going to make HMNY here.
This is sort of spilling over into the United States market and the European market. So here in the U.S.
And we're going to make this one a 5 minutes instead.
The SMH or leading to the downside. Utilities are weak because of the move up in rates.
And what we're going to do,
Cyclicals that have had huge moves. Materials and industrials a little bit weaker. Banks
since we got about 2 minutes,
are a little bit higher. I think it's important to note these semis all topped out in November and have had
we're going to make sure with E-Trade that they have shares available to short HMNY.
Momentum, relative strength indicators. Last few weeks, how strong has the price action been? If you're over 70, you're overbought. If you're over 80, you're really overbought. If you're 90, you're stupidly overbought. So these cyclicals, the industrials and materials have been straight up like a rocket in the last 3 weeks or so. Energy and transports as well. Just look at the transport index. You see what I'm talking about. It's up 15% in, what, a month? But there you go. That's straight up.
Number 7 in line.
That's 20% above
Should
the
be fast though.
that just doesn't happen. You can't sustain that kind of momentum. So it makes sense for us to sort of move back a little bit. Talk about a little bit overbought. Lennar, I mean, we're talking about the whole home building sector.
So here we can kind of watch
In the last few months, I think it's very important. Like Jimmy just referenced,
the graph.
they had a number out that was below expectations, but they had a land sale, a very large land sale, that they pushed into the next quarter to benefit from a lower corporate tax rate. And when people looked at the number, it was a miss on the headline number, and then everybody finally started to figure out, oh, that's what's going on. The numbers overall for Lennar.
It's a long 8 seconds.
Above expectations, so logically on the upside. We're coming back a little bit. Dow's now only down 82 points. Carl, back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you very much for that. Let's get to the bond pits as well, where much of the story's been all morning long. Rick Santelli of the CME. Hey, Rick.
Hi, Carl. Yes, interest rates are definitely at the epicenter of attention. It hasn't been the case for actually many years. They've been extremely well behaved. I enjoy all the anecdotal information as to why. We'll get to that in a minute.
1 minute has the X here
Yes, we're coming within a whisker of
for the MACD.
260. If you open the chart up to 1 year, you can see in March that glaring top 263. That is a formidable resistance. There's plenty of other reasons why 263 is important, other than it being the high for March of 2017, and indeed
Here
the
it's
high for the year.
showing you may
We'll save that
try to
for
form
tomorrow.
another X back up because it's in the stochastic.
Just jumped up. They
It
just
is. It formed an X in the stochastic.
the highest yields going back to July for Boom. Now here's an interesting, I talk about anecdotal evidence. Listen, we know that the Bank of Japan is the runaway train in terms of purchasing anything.
So in the 5 minutes, kind of in a pattern on the downtrend pattern, but it's kind of trying to consolidate a little bit. So this one, we'll see what it does. Number 6 in line.
But look at the scaling. We're currently at 08. The entire range of that chart is 8 basis points from 0 to 8, and most of the trade is within 3 basis points of 03 to 06. To me, if there's a story about Japan, it's going to be how these markets are going to force them to do things to control their yield curve that they're not going to be able to be successful at. That will be the story about Japan. And in terms of all the other sovereigns, they're all moving, but not necessarily.
That's good. Now 1 minute saying wants to try to climb back up. On the 5 minute, we'll see what it does because it needs to hold it, and it's struggling to hold it. Still, I'm going to make sure we have shares available for this company to short it.
Rick Santelli. It is a busy week in Vegas as the Consumer Electronics Show goes on. Our Julia Horston caught up with Discovery's David Zaslav earlier this hour with a CNBC exclusive. Hi, Julia.
Good morning to you, Carl. That's right. I just sat down with David Zaslav, and with an analyst downgrade to the stock this morning, the stock now trading down about 1%, and the stock still down about 18% over the past year.
Okay, we're number 2, so that's good.
About the company and its risks of more consolidation now going up against even larger giants such as the new merged Disney and Fox. He said,
By the way, guys, as you see on the top left of our screen, you should be able to go to knkstrategies.com. You should be able to subscribe on there. We did have people that were able to get that going, so definitely encourage that. Keep in mind on the 15th, it won't be live streaming anymore on YouTube for free. You'll have to be a subscriber on the website. Let's see here. Now they answered our chat, so this is good. As you can see right here in the 5 minute, HMNY is struggling to hold it, and on the 1 minute, it's probably going to break down a little bit more.
I asked Zaslav about how problematic it is that his channels aren't included on Hulu with Hulu
see
Hulu
what it
segment
does here,
today.
though.
So maybe Discovery Channels will make a deal with Hulu. We'll have to watch and see what happens. Guys, back over to you.
Busy week where you are, Julia. Thank you very much. When we come back, Chamber of Commerce CEO Tom Donahue with his take on the state of American business in 2018. VIX back above 10, Dow's down 90, and the 10-year just a shade below 2.5.
So look, he's looking into it. Looks a little bump up. Again, it's not holding it so far. There's a little bump, more bump up. MACD may try to form an RX, but it's really struggling to. More sellers though. Sellers are being hopeful though. They're kind of trying to sell it at a higher price. There's a little jump up. But again, it's struggling to hold that jump up. Okay, he's taking forever. AMRH, the one that we were looking at earlier, that pauses, is back down to $9 a share. We saw it at 13. This is good on the 5-minute right here. Although the histogram bar is a little bit lower than this one, just by a little bit. A lot of buyers are trying to come in. Didn't work. Okay, he's responding finally. Okay, so he does not have any shares available. Okay, thank you. Alright, so we can't short this one because there's no shares available to short. So let's see here, where do we want to go next? Okay, let's go to...
Almost 100. You can see the breadth here on the S&P, which is back to 2738. The 10-year, 2.5.
Bank of America made an X right here.
In just a moment.
It's really struggling to go down on the day chart because it's been trying to climb up very slowly. 1 minute saying downtrending though, 5 minutes saying we may be heading towards a downtrend. Alright, so the 31 is the low of today. Alright, so even with 66 shares, 16-cent movement, 66 cents, not much, so we'll probably use margin if we short sell. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna move this TV over. Instagram may be showing, trying to climb back up. Here I'm drawing a line to see where that resistance is of that downtrend. This one is a good one, except it's a little bit red right now.
Talked last week about the Salesforce, which is now recouped all of that post-Thanksgiving Day decline.
Apparently they're going to win some very big banking contracts. Not the companies want to deal for that.
Have they finished the tower? The tower's finished, right?
Tower's back.
Yeah.
Really fast.
And is Benioff going to run for public office?
Trying to climb up.
The top floor there's
So let's see here. Is that gonna help a 5-minute climb back up, because it is on a downtrend here.
1% and give it to mental health. And maybe that would silence some of the people.
Maybe that'd be a good home for a social impact fund to just say, oh, we'll just invest in this company. 'Cause
I read letters, by the way. If you send them to me, I'm not that capital.
I'm aware of your voracious
Also-
appetite for reading.
Also, when you get in a fight with journalists who are barrels of things, it's not going to work out.
Even if they're digital barrels.
You know, usually I say that they usually throw in a totally gratuitous nice guy. What a nice guy. You know, I didn't throw that in today.
No, you
These
didn't.
ad hominem and attacks have no place anywhere, not just on.
Jim, what's tonight on
Okay, I am the gracious though. We've got Denny's, which is really an amazing story. We've got Tableau Data, and we recorded it and coming back, and then the unbelievable Patrick Doyle, who met me when the stock was at 10, 8.5 years ago, now 200. What did he say to me? I said, "What are you going to do?" He goes, "Our pizza tastes worse than the box." I said, "Well, what are you going to do?" He goes, "I'm going to tell people." I said, I don't know, Alan Fox, that doesn't seem like such a good
Okay,
idea."
so AMD, it is breaking up right now. And it looks like it may form the X. So let's actually look at that one instead.
A lot of social responsibility stuff.
He's a young man.
People, don't say it's 54, because most of their stores are owned by people who were delivery people when they started. Isn't that great?
It is great.
I'm not
Good
done
show.
on that.
Good show. We'll see you tonight. Mad Money, 6 p.m. Eastern. When we come back, a lot more of what Buffett told Becky Quick this morning. And we'll check in with Becky herself. Dow's down 107.
Nice uptrend here. Nine. So we need to go up at least 6 cents for us to be in the green if we didn't do any margin borrowing. 06, 07 is kind of like a support right now, so there's that 06. Sellers are trying to get heavy though to try to bring that down. Bank of America still at that 39. So right now we're waiting for it. Another breakup on this. Could do it soon. But it needs to jump like right now. Starting a little bit higher here. It's good for the 5 minute, but 1 minute, not yet. Looks like we may get that though. So we're definitely still waiting.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome back to Squawk on the Street. I'm Carl Quintanilla with David Faber, Mike Santoli at Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange.
Look at all those sellers.
Taking a pause all around the world.
05.
Pressure on interest rates from Asia to Europe to the U.S. VIX back above
Instagram right here. This one's a little bit lower than this one, just because it went a little bit red. Again, guys, for those who are just joining in, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to help you answer any questions that you may have.
And Bill Miller says the market is due for a meltdown. And finally, the future of TV. The CEO of Dish is going to join us from the CES in his first interview as chief executive, and what that Disney-Fox deal as well means for TV.
First over, let's get over to the CME and Rick Santelli for some breaking economic
It
data.
dropped here.
Trade. Rick?
Yes, we have our November
It goes below the 11.99. We may
take out the mid-month
11.98. We may see a downtrend.
final number.
Form a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good number. It equals the highest level of the year for wholesale inventories, which is August of 0.8. You have to go back to November of 2016 to find a higher number. On trade, 1.5. Now this is huge. We're expecting a number less than half of that, and last month was revised just a bit from 0.7 to
But it's going right back up. Buyers are really heavy.
They will contribute to GDP and interest rates. And then our
Okay, while that's going, let's check out some other one. Tops. Okay, Tops. Very cheap stock.
Legendary investor and Berkshire Hathaway CEO Warren Buffett was on CNBC.
Volume's not really the best today on there.
Joined us now to talk about his interview. Becky, so much to process out of that conversation. What's the lead to you?
Well, let's start with the lead, the news for the company, Carl, and that is that Berkshire Hathaway, the closest we've ever gotten to a succession announcement for Warren Buffett, came today. Berkshire Hathaway actually saying that it is naming two gentlemen internally from that company, Greg Abel, who runs Mid-American Energy, and Ajit Jain, who runs the Berkshire Reinsurance Group, naming them both the vice chairman. Vice chairman is already a title that's held by Charlie Munger. He's not going to be going anywhere, but these two gentlemen will be
Okay, this one's starting to jump up. Buy America, 50%, 500,000 volume.
And Buffett's not going anywhere at the age of 87. Obviously, this cements the idea for the potential successors for
Here's a
Warren Buffett.
buy signal on this.
Today said he's feeling great. He's not, there doesn't have any health conditions or anything that are going on. But he
Trying to
said
climb
he
up.
give both Jane and Abel time to really get to know
volume was really slow all day today, and now it's trying to pick up on this.
In this new role, all the insurance businesses for Berkshire Hathaway, and Abel's going to be running all the non-insurance businesses, so it will give them all a chance to get to really understand.
Let's see what news they have today. Why is it moving?
We also spoke a lot about the stock market today. You see that the stocks are down today. People concerned about what they see with bond yields rising and just with the long run that we've seen. But when it comes
So the reason why they're going up is they had a CFDA approval. Approval that Easy Detect.
What has happened in the market has been very sensitive. Nobody thought we'd have these kind of things.
So that's really good.
Additionally, you had the PATS Act, which is a huge factor.
So I'm actually going to put this one in a 5-minute thing.
more on the tax factor in just a moment.
AMD is not moving anymore.
We see a bubble potentially in things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. However, he did say he doesn't know enough about
Okay, why is the sellers here so low compared to the buyer?
I can say almost with certainty that
Oh, they just paused. So never mind. We're not trading this one.
what happens or how or anything else, I don't know.
Let's check out GE.
I could buy long-term puts. If I could buy a 5-year put on every one of the cryptocurrencies, I'd be glad to do it, but I would never short a dime's worth. I get into enough trouble with things I think I know something about. Why in the world should I take a longer short position with something I don't know anything about?
Yeah, you made a big point on that. You've heard tougher talk.
AMRH, the one that was up almost 300%, is now hitting $8 a share again, where we watch it in the pre-market.
A lot more to get to. The succession story, of course, but Munger chimed in as well about the reality of the passage of time and how good Berkshire is at evaluating that, but also said share prices right now in this rate environment, not crazy.
No, neither one of them. In fact, they both agreed that you'd be crazy to, for the last 10 years and even today, continuing to be putting money.
Okay,
in bonds.
AMD.
You're getting no return on those things. You know, the 2% yield that you're seeing on that just talks about that's basically the same as having a 50 times multiplier valuation on a stock that comes out. And really, when you look at it, with the tax bill that came out, I hadn't thought about it in these terms before, but Buffett laid it out a lot more when it came to the taxes. He said it used to be that the U.S. government was a shareholder who got 35% of whatever earnings.
Okay, there's a really cheap bank stock.
They got 35%.
I see.
Take that 35% and cut it to 21%. So they essentially gave you back 14 points of the 35 points that you were holding. That is now earnings that you, as a shareholder, will get on every one of your companies. That's that much handed back. So you know,
Gapped up here. There's lots of gaps on this one though.
it's not all baked into the market with what we
Gap
just learned
ups,
with
gap
this tax bill.
downs.
As recently as 3 months ago when we were out here in October talking to Buffett, he said he thought that tax bill would get passed. That was against conventional wisdom at that point. But he said there's probably more that people
I
haven't
want to
thought
see
through.
this.
Becky, as always, so great to listen to you talk to Buffett. You pressed him on the succession issue. In other words,
That is a lot of buyers.
why not 4 or 5 years
The
ago?
96.
He's 87 years old, although seemingly in great health.
243K
But
on one buyer.
thoughts on why now?
224K on another. Look at all those being bought. They had a breakup there. It's above this line right here, but we would need another one to start. Started right here.
It will mean that Jane and Abel will each get more time, but I still think that this is something that could have been announced years ago. Buffett himself said, yes, this could have probably been announced 5 years ago. I don't know why now, other than, you know, look, the passage of time is there. There's a JP Morgan analyst who put out a report in September that said, obviously it's a big question, always trying to figure out the successor, and that does cause some concern around the stock. She said she thought that Buffett might have another 10 years left in that role. Buffett, when I asked him about that, said that might be a little overly optimistic. He thinks he has many good years left. Munger says he thinks he's got 7 good years left.
NYCB is up pretty good too.
Right, exactly. Now, he did make it clear that there will be a CEO. It's not as though these two guys will share it
Yes.
when he steps down. Any ideas, Becky, in terms of who the favorite is amongst these two gentlemen?
He didn't let on. I had been looking at the companies just, again, trying to figure this out quickly this morning, looking at the valuations of the two sides of the businesses, the insurance operations versus the
Let's
The
go
other
back to
operations,
AMD.
largely energy, manufacturing, the railroad, and then some of the other businesses aside from that. And if you break it down from a profit perspective, insurance is about 25% of 2016 profits versus about 75% for the rest of the businesses. Buffett corrected me when he joined us. You know, we were just working up the press release that you saw at the top of the 6 o'clock Eastern time. He joined us 2 hours later and said, really, when you value these two sides of the businesses, they are about equal businesses coming into this because the insurance businesses create about $100 billion in flow.
Just trying to head back towards the zero with the histogram. We saw that here too, and it struggled. It went down more.
Equal split of those two businesses. He did not say which one of these two gentlemen would be leading things up down the road. I think
Let's see here. If I want to use margin instead,
we're talking about two people who are considerably younger than Warren Buffett is right now. Ajit Jain is 66 and Greg Abel is 55. So these are two people who have had a long time, a lot of experience with Berkshire Hathaway, know the company very well, but obviously much younger than either Charlie or Warren. And them being on the board, I think, would be an important issue too, because they would get to know a lot.
okay, 6-cent movements,
Just operations
$30
about how the
bucks.
company works, the culture, things that they may not have had much experience to. Both these guys have been around for a long time. They all know the directors very well, but obviously they'll get a deeper peek into some of the areas maybe
Little
they hadn't
sellers.
spent as much time in the company as before. I don't know for sure what he means. He said there is one person that the board would go to today if something were to happen.
Trying to make an X on the stochastic here.
Thanks, guys.
Safe travels home from Omaha. Meantime, the Nasdaq snapping its best start to the year since 06 as stocks hit this pause today. For more on where we're all headed, we're joined by Timer Digest #1 long-term timer for 2017. It's Tom McClellan, editor of the McClellan Market Report. Tom, it's good to have you back. Hi, Carl. You've been slicing and dicing at least the Nasdaq. You've been looking at various ways to
Okay, here's trying to jump now.
divide it up into a couple of different indexes, but
It's good that it started right there. Looks like you may make the X again. We made the mistake last time for not waiting for the X, so we're not
Starts in March and it should last all the way to August, but between now and then there's still
gonna make that same mistake.
Nasdaq's still very strong. FANG is leading the way. You remember back in November that the ICE exchange started out a new futures contract for what they called FANG Plus. They took the original 4 FANG stocks and they added Tesla, Twitter, Alibaba, Baidu, Nvidia, and Apple to make a more diversified index. And I wanted to know what the things looked like, and so I created my own unweighted index of both the FANG Classic and the FANG Plus. Turns out FANG Classic does better than the FANG Plus. It teaches us a lesson about you make the most money being concentrated as opposed to diversified, as long as you're concentrated in the right things.
yeah, Tom, I guess that's the question. If we can call FANG classic at this point, having been around for a few years, what are the odds that in fact those remain the correct 4 names or very small group of names? Because if you look at an uptrend for those stocks, for the Nasdaq 100, whatever, we're still pushing the upper end of where we kind of blasted off in August or so.
We sure are, and the thing to know about FANG generally is that you're getting about twice the performance of the Nasdaq 100, and the Nasdaq 100 is still a pretty high.
So 2 cents, and we're
It's going to have a higher beta than, for example, the S&P or the Dow, and so you're doubling the beta.
up place $3. That's good.
And that works great as long as you're in an uptrend, but beta
It's really trying to form it right now, so that's good. But there's the X.
So if we get any kind of correction this middle of this year, then FANG will lead the way lower, just like it has.
It is really high on the stochastic though,
Leads you to this phenomenon you see in late summer.
so that's my only concern right now.
Well, there's an important indicator I discovered.
I may see it bounce a little down for a second, so I'm waiting for a second.
For Eurodollar futures. Now that's not currency, that's Eurodollars and interest rate futures product, and it gives us a
There's the
1-year
little
preview
bounce down.
of what the money flows are going to do.
13. I think we may see it just a little bit more. There you go. 12.
And a bottom in August, but then we get to surge back up to higher highs again by the end of the year. The interesting thing that's going to do is when you have a declining stock market, like this indicator is telling me we should have, generally that tends to change the public's mood.
Looks like it may hit 12 again. There you go. 12.
Campaigns going on for the midterm elections in November. If it bottoms in August like I'm expecting, then the mood can improve again with a couple months remaining before the election. But I'm expecting that all the talk this summer will be about how the Trump economy is souring and it's all going to hell, and the Democrats are going to sweep the November elections, and then it'll turn
stochastic, and looks like it may form the X here.
What's your target for how high you can get by
So
market?
it looks like it may go to 11.
Market's insulated for the next little while here. What tools are you going to use to say how high is too high?
Well, my target is higher.
Not yet, it looks like.
I try to get the direction right.
Looks like the buyers are trying to pick it up.
One thing we're not seeing yet as a sign of a top, we're not seeing any divergences in the advanced decline line, either for the overall NYSE or for the Nasdaq.
Heavy buyer waiting at a 10, and also a heavy seller waiting at the 15.
Decline line for bond funds, for high yield bond funds and for high yield bonds themselves. That often gives us an early warning. It gave us the earliest warning in
Okay, so right now next candlestick started for the 1 minute. It looks like we may be waiting though for the next 5-minute one to start, which starts in 50 seconds.
over the next about 6 to 7 weeks to start to see momentum divergence elsewhere.
Again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys may have. At the top left of our screen is our website, the address, so knkstrategies.com. Head out to that website and subscribe,
Tom, we're going to be listening closely.
so that way you can be there when we go for our streams for subscribers. There's the 11.
Jeffrey Gundlach said he expects from the S&P in 2018. But first, more from Las Vegas and CES as the CEO of Dish will join us on the future of television in his first interview as CEO of the company.
There's the 10.
66, back in a moment.
Looks like it may hit 9. It formed the X spin and right back down. Back to 11, 12. Well, looks like it will go back to 11. Heavy sellers. We'll jump up. Looks like you may try to climb up after all, but see, because that green on the 5 minutes is really good. It is up. And to the 12. 11, maybe to the 10. Buyers are lining up at the 10. $30,000 bought. Looks like it may bounce off of the stochastic here soon, possibly. Usually we'll do around the 20, but could do a little push up from here. 10, okay. Looks like it may hit 9, 9. 9 is a support.
We've got another succession story to get to this morning. Our Wilfred Cross joins us now from headquarters. He's got more on the tenure of the 6
That is a good support, so
Hey there, David. Yes, indeed. So the median tenure of the big 6 bank CEOs is 8 years. For the S&P 500 companies overall, just 4 years, half that. Now, clearly,
buyers and sellers are about even. Oh, sellers just took over.
stand out in terms of tenure alone. Also, they're the most talked about on Wall Street. So let's look into their possible successors. First, Goldman Sachs. If the transition is soon, it's hard to see anyone else get a look at other than co-CEOs David
So
Solomon
we may,
and Harvey.
if we see it break below the 1198, we may be able to do like a really good short sell.
That we wait for transition, the more this younger group of leaders stand a chance. Now, Pablo Salame, head of securities, with his trading background, stands a good chance of being elevated to deputy if either Solomon or Schwartz become CEO. Whereas CFO Chavez, head of international Richard Noddy, co-head of the investment bank John Waldron, and head of investment management
Stochastic it is right below the 20, so it may do a little bounce up soon, but we shall see.
most likely successor would be the head of the consumer bank, Gordon Smith. In that instance, though, Daniel Pinto, head of the investment bank, will keep plenty of control too. A few years out at 55, Pinto's chances, of course, improve as time goes past.
These bars are getting a little bit bigger, so
Play as well. Asset management head Mariodo Erdos, corporate head Doug Petno, and CFO Marianne Lake. Now, of this younger group of leaders, Marianne Lake is the front runner largely because of the breadth of her current role. But if any of them got given broader
6.
exposure via a new role, it would be a major vote of confidence.
See if we can get that below 1198.
Bottom line, for both Diamond and Blankfein, they stand apart. Here is share price performance of all of the investment banks since Blankfein took over when both of them were then in position. Because of this performance, they and their
So the reason watching AMD right now is because it's so close to either a breakup or a breakdown, and then we can get some really nice movement, especially if it's a breakdown. That short selling will be nice.
a couple of years older than Diamond
Um,
in terms of just purely
if you're questioning, if you're new into the stream right now and you're questioning about these two, why I'm not pulling these two up right now, they are stocks that pause and resume, so I don't want to get my money frozen in them, so I don't trade them.
it's up to both of them when they go, but just purely on those factors, you could say Blankfein.
With the AMRH and the BMRA, I will not trade them.
All right, well, thank you. Pleasure. Hopefully Frost back at headquarters there. It is day 2 of the annual Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, kicking off this morning's agenda. Our Julia Borson joins us now.
Trying to bounce up,
She's got a special guest for us, Julia.
Good morning to you. That's right. I'm joined now by Dish CEO
but
Eric Carlson. Now, Eric, this is your first
we just have to be patient because it may do a nice breakdown soon.
in December, even though you have been at Dish for over 20 years. Congratulations.
In 5 minutes.
So you're taking over at a time when Dish stock is down about 20% over the past year, while the rest of the market is
Check the
going
last
up.
5 days on there.
Vision and strategy.
So we can see it goes up, up, it goes up. Here kept going up, but then I had a gap down. Here it just went down, so we can try to see like here's kind of like a resistance, and here's kind of like a support. So we see it break below the 1198 that we mentioned. We could potentially see it drop all the way back down to like 1176. Looks like it may curve here a little bit.
Now, since you launched that home TV business, I remember reporting on it here 3 years ago. That space has gotten so crowded. You have Hulu TV.
So January is like a really hard start for people, especially like last year. Last year alone, January was one of the hardest months to trade, in my opinion. Stocks in general struggle in January, but then they pick up, and then you can make some really good money. But January is the hardest. But it's a really good learning experience because the stocks there are not really going too like much, like up and down, like too much movement. The volume is really down. For example, like here, Bank of America is at 15 million volume, which normally I've seen them in the hundreds of millions of volume. So don't be discouraged if you don't see too many trades happen in your January trading experience.
Dave, you want to jump in here?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, Mr. Carlson, thanks for being with us. I realize you just said the wireless business is
Sellers are really trying to push it down. Buyers are trying to keep it up, but they're not succeeding very well.
Sure, David. I think
It's like one buyer has like 20,000 out there, but he's trying to hold down the fort, and it's not working for him. Oh, 3.
Proliferation of so many of these over-the-top platforms. In fact, recently I've learned about this thing called offer surfing, where people actually take advantage of the free days that they have for each of these services. But specific to yours, why do you feel like you're well positioned, given the entrance of so many other new platforms? Why is Sling a better opportunity, perhaps, than some of the others that are out there, and each day seems to introduce yet a new one?
Well, I think if you remember when we launched Sling 3 years ago, we tried to differentiate the product and not be just like traditional cable. And so one of the things that we've done is try to provide the consumer choice and flexibility in packaging and how they can receive their content, whether it's being able to report through DVR or get a VOD event or pay-per-view event. So the Sling platform right now is positioned to be a little bit different than maybe your traditional pay TV product. And I think that's why we're well positioned for the future.
Eric, one topic that has been prevalent in all the conversations I've had here at CBS with executives and CEOs is the consolidation we're seeing across media, telecom, cable.
Oh, 2.
It's all happening. Everything is consolidating, and that's putting a lot of pressure on all of the smaller players. With Disney buying Fox's assets, with AT&T.
So we may see a really nice breakdown. The stochastic may bring it back up a little bit, but it's so close to breaking down on the 5-minute. So this is really good. So now we need the stochastic to really push up a little bit, so that way we can have a harder fall. Keep the stock price a little bit low.
Whenever consolidation occurs, we have to be cognizant of will we be able to, one, access the content that consumers love, and will we be able to provide it at a price that customers are willing to pay.
So what does that mean? Are you supporting the DOJ lawsuit to block the AT&T Time Warner merger, or are you looking to make acquisitions or to do a deal with a company like T-Mobile?
Well, one is we'd always cooperate with the DOJ, and what we publicly said is obviously we have concerns with AT&T and Time Warner for the reasons that I stated.
So if I'm being bullish, I can do 650 shares. If I'm shorting, I may only be able to do like 400. I'll try for 650, but I'll probably get the error saying I can't, just because of the margin requirements. But we'll see. We'll try it.
All right, Julia, thank you very much. See you again soon. When we return, the business of video games. We take a look at one gaming ETF up more than.
Well, I guess we can try it now, since if we can short it at the 05 and suddenly be a profit. Someone has to buy it anyways for us to do that, so this is fine to try it. Nope. So 400. Let's try 500. See if it'll let us do that. Nope. Okay, then it is to 400. About that. Yeah. So we're so close where I had to really break down. We may still see a little pull up because it's so low on the stochastic. But we have a really good chance to see a breakdown within the next 2 to 10 minutes, 2 to 7 minutes. Here's the 98. Okay, and once it drops below the 98, I want that confirmation number. Well, not the confirmation number, but the confirmation that it broke down. So close to. Buyers are really trying not to have that breakdown. know if that has that breakdown, they need to get out. They have to cut their losses. So here's a little pull-up that I was mentioning. So I just drew this line above because that's kind of like my resistance. So it could bounce off of that back down. So that's kind of the hope right now. May hit that 03 because the buyers are really pushing for it, but the buyers, there's not too many of them.
Here's your CNBC News update at this hour. The death toll from the mudslides that struck Southern California climbing now to 15 as rescue crews continue to search for
So here you can see it's touching.
more than 50 had to be rescued by helicopters. 4 of those injured are in critical condition. Iran warning that it will reduce its level of cooperation with the UN nuclear watchdog agency should the U.S. fail to extend sanctions waivers on the 2015 landmark nuclear deal. President Trump's decision is expected on Friday. House Majority Whip Steve Scalise is scheduled to undergo surgery today as part of his recovery from last June's shooting at a congressional baseball practice. No details were given. On Tuesday, Scalise said he has made tremendous progress in his recovery. And also out in California, Oprah Winfrey's Montecito, California home was one of many hit by that flooding and mudslide. She posted this video of the damage on her Instagram account. Montecito is also the home to
You see it's struggling, even though stochastic is like right here. 11.99. Here's an X, but let's wait for it for a little bit stronger. So we may actually see the confirmation in about 3.5 minutes on the 5-minute chart.
Good morning to you, Rapper. Sorry about that, David. You can
So there's 11.98.
but still supported after the EIA announced a drawdown in crude inventories, almost 5 million barrels. We had a pretty big build in gasoline of 4.1 million barrels.
On the 1 minute, we may see the breakdown in just a second.
So this data is definitely mixed here. But remember, in the crude oil trade, we've seen a lot of support. We're hanging well over that $60 a barrel mark. Right now, trading at 63.15. There are more reasons, traders say, for crude prices to go up, or at least to stay supported at this point, than there are for them to go down. And when we have a drawdown of almost 5 million barrels from the EIA, that's certainly supportive as well. Back over to you guys at Coast 9.
Show is Jackie. Thanks very much, Jackie.
Buyers are really trying to stop that breakdown.
For another strong year with the rise of esports and virtual reality-based games.
We just want to see a good drop below 11.98.
Ticker is up 60% in the past year. Well, could it repeat gains like that in 2018? Joining us now for our ETF Spotlight is Ted Pollak. He's founder and president at EE Fund Management, which runs the Gamer ETF. Ted, good to see you. Thanks for being here this morning.
See if we can get that short selling down.
You know, I was looking
Oh, it looks like we may see it. There you go, broke down. Okay.
I wondered though, I looked at the
We want to wait for a confirmation though. We don't want to get spooked.
Activision, EA, Take-Two, as well as Nintendo.
Because like, as you can see, the stochastic is really, really low. So we probably will see a little bounce up before we see that confirmation on the 5 minutes. So we're waiting. But this is really good.
Feed into the value chains. There's semiconductors, there's peripherals, there's display systems, and you never really know what's going to be hot. So, you know, while in the short term,
Just a little bounce.
situation, I
That's
think
okay.
the index should perform very well with all those different components.
So you never know exactly what
That's why we wait.
you're confident that
Histogram, it is trying to bring it back up though, but it's really struggling too. On the 1 minute anyways, on the 5 minute still going below.
we're still going to be shopping for games one by one by these software creators, and of course our phone's going to be your VR device.
So we got about a minute and a half. until the 5-minute confirmation.
Trajectory of entertainment and education, simulation. You have a huge opportunity over the next 10, 20 years to capture.
Remember, short selling is
growth trend.
dangerous.
You know, one of the most important things that people don't talk about, because it's, you know, it's not the esports or VR, but right now is the transition to 4K in the mass market. You've got more pixels, you need more semiconductors, you need higher resolution games. It just stimulates the whole value chain.
Okay, we got about 50 seconds. That's good. That's been trying to stay below that, 98, so that's really good for us. Lots of buyers trying to stop it from giving that confirmation on the 5-minute. But on the 5-minute, looks like it probably will give that confirmation for about 30 seconds. And then we may see it drop pretty good. I need to get ready to go in right as that gives that confirmation. 20 seconds. Trying to hit that 98. So you got those people who are buying above the 98 just to try to jump it up. 4 seconds. People getting ready. Okay. There's that confirmation of its drop. Let's see if we can get in at the 96. To short sell it down. Okay, so we're in on the short sell at the 96.
There's a lot of people wanting to participate in esports. Activision is doing some incredible stuff with their Overwatch League. Intel with their partnership with the ESL.
So it looks like it may go up a little. Well, it's trying to, but it's not doing that good with going up. Sellers are still heavy, so this is good for us. And we went in at 11.96 for the sell, and we're doing 400 shares. So we need at least 3 cents. So anytime below the 93 we can sell. There's a 94. May bounce up a little bit, that's okay. We just hold it.
Overhyped essentially. So it's a technology that is going to be just a constantly improving technology.
And Stochastic is trying to pull it up a little bit. Histogram is trying to pull it up. MACD is trying to pull it up a little bit. We're okay so far. It's just trying to. It's the 90, touching the 98 again. But remember that 98 becomes the resistance because it was the support before. It's trying to break above it just because it's trying to bounce up. But I'm trying to trade off of the 5-minute too, so. There's back at the 12. Okay, still. A little bit more sellers. I'm not too worried about the buyers right now, even though I may inform the X to buy it back up, but we're still okay. Like the stochastic is so high, so it will try to form its way back down soon, so it may not even make the full X to go back up. There's a 97 again. Remember we got in at 96. So we're still okay. It's touching the 0 on the histogram. The stochastic is so high on the 1 minute.
Stock slipping, but well off the lows. Dow is down 100 and plus, and now down 33. Buffett, of course, joining Squawk this morning, where he shared his outlook for the market.
They're not visually valued relative to interest rates. What has happened in the market has been very sensitive. Nobody thought we'd have these kind of interest rates.
You can see that it's trying, but it's really struggling to.
A huge factor in valuation.
So like the lines are touching.
Top chief global investment strategist at Charles Schwab, Kevin Corona, senior portfolio manager at Washington Crossing.
It's not looking good for the buyers. So it's good for us because we're short selling.
Relative to rates, but worries that that environment could change based on what bonds have done around the world. Jeff, where's your head today?
You know, I think we're still in this tax reform afterglow combined with an optimistic outlook for economic growth.
Okay, the buyers, they got a little jump up to 12. It's trying to form the X right here, but the stochastic is so high, so it may not even hold for them. 5 minute on stochastic, it's looking good for them, but for the 5 minute histogram, it's trying to form its downtrend still. It's trying to climb back up still though. That's okay. If we see the 5 minute try to form its X to go back up, then we'll get out. But right now we're still okay to be in the short sell. Histogram is trying to still, like I said, grow bigger for the downtrend on the 5 minute. Did make the X for it to buy back up here. But like I said, the stochastic is really, really high. May hit that 03. Possibly, but it's okay. These are small little bars right here so far. On the 1 minute.
Repatriation is limited to some companies in healthcare and tech, and then you wind up with, you know, a nice environment for buybacks, but it doesn't really move the needle on GDP. How fair is that?
It's a little bit fair, but there's another part of it which has to do with a big issue, which has been a decline in...
So may hit that 03, like I mentioned, and that's okay. That's like a really strong resistance. So I'm not that worried right now. I'm only down of like $33 at the 03, so 15,000 sold there. Push back down, great. Looks like the histogram is really struggling right here on the 1 minute, so that's good for us. Yeah, Instagram is kind of struggling right here. The stochastic looks like it's curving to go back down, so we're fine. So remember, for us to make any kind of profit, we need to buy to cover at least 11.93 or lower. Lower the better, because I'm hoping it goes into the 70s again. And that it will do that today. Which if it did, let's say 11.75, we would make 74 bucks, which would be nice. $11.99. Histogram, this bar is up a little higher than the last one, but it looks like it may try to form its X to go back down on the MACD, which is great. On the 5-minute, it did make the X on the stochastic, which, you know, it's not that good for us, but still, the fourth histogram bar right here is getting bigger to go down, so that's great. 1 minute, it's, you know, like I said, struggling, so this is good for us. Back at 96, this is what I like to see. Only minus $12 on this one so far, so we're fine.
Let's get right out to the CME Group in Chicago for Rick Santelli's Santelli Exchange. Morning, Rick.
Buyers are trying to pick up.
Mike, I'd like to welcome my special guest, John Hofmeister, former Shell Oil president and
Sellers are getting ready at the 99.
Affordable Energy and CEO. Thanks for taking the time, John.
Thank you, Rick.
Some are, yeah.
Listen, you know, as I look up at the boards, I see the stock market even today withstanding, having a wonderful run that really started November of 16. Many citizens feel a bit more wealthy, but it isn't just about stocks. The economy, the confidence, the small business, the manufacturing renaissance. And the one thing we take for granted, we hardly talk about, the last administration was no help and it still survived, the shale revolution, the energy revolution. John, you know, companies have a big advantage being in the U.S. Stable prices, multiple lower prices compared to Europe and Asia for natural gas. These positives we seem to take for granted.
Looks like here, you may go down on the MACD, but the stochastic is kind of trying to hold it up a little bit. Looks like it may form the X on the stochastic,
Blood in your bloodstream.
possibly.
We don't think about our blood coursing through our veins very often, but energy is the bloodstream of the American economy. You don't have manufacturing jobs without energy. You don't
Looks like it
have
may
the
hit actually
transportation
12.
industry. You don't have the quality of life
Buyers are really heavy, so
without energy. And the energy industry's been around full speed ahead for the last 100 years, and it's not going anywhere. And even an administration that was as hostile to energy as the Obama administration, other than their favorite forms of energy, wind, solar, and hydropower, or biofuels, I should say, the oil and gas industry, the coal industry, continue to deliver a
day in and day out because Americans need it, just like they need the blood in their bloodstream.
You know, John, there was a big to-do, and rightly so, because everybody's worried about the global environment.
There's the 98.
When President Trump took us out of the climate accord. But yet, as I look at the real facts and cut through the clutter, it seems though the people that are still involved are importing our coal. We're using more natural gas. U.S. carbon dioxide emissions are at a 20-year low. Why is it that when the lights come on, we pull in a gas station, we fill up our cars, we have natural gas with less pollution for the power grid? It gets no credit at all for some of these wonderful things.
The World Bank is predicting 3% plus growth this year for the world. You can't do that without more energy, and the dominant form of energy for the world is fossil energy. That's not going to change anytime soon.
Back down to 97. Looks like 96 is coming up. There's 96. Perfect.
Everyone alive today, their grandchildren will still depend upon fossil fuel energy, regardless of how old or young they are today, because it's not going away. Even if battery electric vehicles take over, what, half, let's say, of vehicle transportation in the next 25 to 40 years, we're still going to have as many internal combustion engines on the road 40 years from now as we do today. That's 95 million barrels a day of oil to keep today's internal combustion engines going. We're going to need that 20, 30, 40 years from now as well, because the car fleet is growing in size, and yes, battery electric can come along, and that's fine, but we will still use internal combustion engines. But even more importantly,
I'm only minus like $9.72 right now, so we're just fine. I think it will go down more here. You can see it's struggling to go up, so
But if I could wave a wand and have all the gas engine converted to battery cars, we'd have a real problem on where to store these used up batteries. We need to think in economies of scale as to what works on the full stage and let all the Johnny-come-latelys develop as long as we don't have to subsidize it.
heavy sellers back down to 96. I think when we see that drop below 94, it may drop pretty good again. 94 was kind of like a little support right here. Sellers are trying. Buyers are trying to pick up right now. Which makes sense because stochastic is hitting that 20 right here. Sellers are trying to keep it about even though. Buyers may take a little hiccup up for a second, but it is struggling. There we go, 95. That's what we like to see. I'll run right back to 96 for a second. Sellers are picking up 95. Buyers, if you look on the top right here of my screen, you can see 16,000 to 6,500. So the buyers are really trying to push it not to go to the 94. Some buyers are lining up right at the 94 just to get ready. They're really trying to push it to go back up. We shall see. Here we go. That's the sellers. So Mr. Sims asked, so how does shorting stock work, and when is it a good time to short a stock? Does it count towards your PDT rule and count as one day trade? It does count as one day trade if you are shorting the same day and then covering the same day. So then it does count as that one trade towards your PDT. So when is it a good time to short a stock? So you're going to see a good time to short a stock when it does a breakdown. So if you see me draw these lines right here, you saw that I had me just hovering over right here, where you can see it bottomed out right here at the 98, bottomed out right here at the 98. So as soon as it broke that is when I went in. It did have its little hiccup back up, which was to expected, but it's been struggling more, so this is good. 94. Let's see it drop below the 94, so that way we can see a little bit more drop. There we go. It's about to do it, looks like. It may do that soon. So it looks like 90 right here is a support. Only got about 5 minutes before the 9 hits, so if we can, we want to try to be out. There's a 93, 92, 91 looks like it may hit. Looks like there's a 93 again, 94. We know it can drop below though, because it did it. Buyers did not like that, so they're trying to push it back up. Sellers are really fighting it. You can see it trying to bounce off of the stochastic right here, but it's really still struggling. Here's the 95. So we may see a little small hiccup again, but I don't think it'll be as big as last time. As you can tell, like the volume is really going downhill. So that's why I don't want to be in past 9 if I can help it. Buyers are really trying to push it up as much as they can. It is hitting that 96 where we got in originally. Like I said, it may do a little hiccup because the stochastic right here is really trying. MACD is kind of curving a little bit. Here the MACD is, the histogram, it is still getting bigger to go down. It is going downhill with its 2 lines, the signal and the line. And then the stochastic, it is kind of staying in the same area a little bit. So worst case scenario, we may see a little hiccup back up, like right here. but I don't think it will last too long. But we definitely want to make sure we're sticking with getting out if we need to, just to cut our losses. Remember, when you do regular day trading with buying and selling, the most you can lose is the money that you put in. With short selling, the most that you can lose is it's unlimited, so you can lose more than you put in. So you just want to make sure you're cutting your losses quickly when you're short selling. It is 9 o'clock, so let's see here.
Good morning. It is 8 a.m. at Apple headquarters in Cupertino, California. It's 11 a.m. on Wall Street, and Squawk Alley is live.
See me adjusting this line. So, yeah. You can see here, like this part right here, it's kind of like touching my line right here. So if it goes up, I'll probably cut my loss. If it goes down, which I think it may do that soon, because the stochastic is so high right here, then we'll be good. But if it goes up, I only lose like $10–15 at most. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna do too much uptrending. Stochastic looks like it may bounce down right here. It may do a little bounce up one more time though, because if you can see right here, it goes up, bounce down, up. Right here, up, down, up. So you may see a little bit of that, and then go back down. 20,000 shares were bought at the 97. And a dividend trades, I will look at the dividend trades in just a second. See if I will do that. There are over 155 dividend stocks, so I probably won't go over all of them. I will look at like the ones that I recognize and see and go that route, because that's a lot of stocks to go through. So here we can see that little hiccup again. Again, I don't think it's going to hold that long. Ooh, but look at that histogram right here though. Looks like it may try to form it back up. So maybe I will cut my losses soon. Stochastic is kind of high though, so we'll see what it does here for a second. There's a little jump up. It's a nice jump up actually. Stochastic is saying I'm getting ready to go back down on the 1 minute anyways. So we need to get ready, because that looks like it may curve back into an X to go back up, so we need to get ready to get out. But we'll see what it does. We got another minute 15 before the next 5-minute candlestick starts.
They're not
about rising rates and how that changes the game for equities. And yet those like Buffett who say, at least for now, when you consider rates as the gravity to value, things look relatively cheap. Where are you?
Well, I mean, we sort of agree in a certain sense that certain sectors, if you look at bank stocks, for example, that's one of our biggest overweights in our portfolio. They should benefit a lot from rates going up. Having said that, other sectors of the market that sort of on a vertical tear, some of those people may start to rotate out of those areas, such as tech, into some areas such as banks that have been sort of beat up for several years. So I think it really depends on which
It did start up a little bit higher, which is concerning here.
on an absolute basis. The S&P is trading at 22 times on a trailing basis. The average over 10 years is 17 times. Obviously, rates are really low, which helps support that. But as rates continue to rise, then you have to worry about, well, what's going to happen to the market.
So 3 is kind of like a resistance right now, though.
Multiple expansion because rates have been so low.
Right. So as we approach 2.6 and in Gunlack's mind 2.63, is that a magic number? Once we surpass last year's high, do these worries begin to compound?
Well, I mean, I think you have to look at the evidence in the market. Right? Today, a lot of tech stocks, very large tech stocks, semiconductors, for example, are getting hit really hard, 2 to 3%. There's absolutely no news. And the Consumer Electronics Show is going on right now. A lot of those companies have all gotten up and said business is great, and we feel great about 2018. But you're clearly seeing some of that rotation. So I'm not sure if 263 is the number, 27, whatever. But the direction.
Instagram, these two bars are about equal.
That's going to put some pressure. We're obviously having a really good day in our financial exposure today because of that. And I think you're going to continue to see that.
Again, that histogram on the 5 minute. That it's trying to go back to the 0. That's a little concerning. 42,000 shares were sold here, though. 42,100. So $500,000 was just taken out.
Dan, who say, heck, a rotation into financials is hardly a bearish signal. Can you take macro takeaways from some of these moves?
That's an extremely good point. So, as Buffett talked about earlier, there are two major growth.
There we go, 98.
Number one, you've got the tax cut. So, one of the sectors that benefits the most is the bank stocks. A lot of those, most of their business is domestic, loans, etc. So they've got a low 30% tax rate. That drops to 21%. A lot of the big banks report this Friday.
See, that volume is still so low compared to what it was at the beginning over here.
Second thing is obviously rollback in regulations. There was so much stuff on after the failure of Lehman Brothers. A lot of that's getting rolled back, making it a lot easier for these banks to.
So we don't like to trade after 9. So if we can, we want to make sure walk away with profit, right? But again, you don't want to be in too long after 9 o'clock, because then even like little movements of like little buyers can make a bigger difference.
For those companies. So I think the big picture, as you rightly pointed out, the macro, that is a big driver of what should happen this year following the change.
Histogram right here is trying to go back down. Stochastic trying to go back down here. 5 minutes. The MACD line and MACD signal, it's still good, but the histogram is not. So 4 out of 5. Well, 5 out of 6.
I 100% agree with you. I think earnings season, there's going to be some, really good results, I think, that are going to come out. But I think there's also going to be some
Lots of buyers really trying not to break it below the 98. 98 was as you guys may remember, was that support that I really wanted it to have a break before I went in. So it's really trying to stay above that, which struggling to.
every day. But their earnings estimates for 2017 went down as the stock was up 56%. So I'm not saying they're going to have a problem necessarily, but at 100 PE with estimates going down, the stock up 50%, better have a great quarter. Same for a lot of the other FANG-related names where the stocks have gone up way more than the earnings. So I think you're completely correct. This is going to be a very interesting earnings season for tech, and God help you next.
So what we can do, in case we need to leave for whatever reason,
And we do want to get to that, Dan. Stick around because Josh Lipton is going to set up some news today.
is right here. You see me getting ready to do like a trailing stop. So what it means is it will keep a distance of 5 cents and then cover if it turns against me 5 cents. So for example, if I were to set it now at let's say 12, if it reaches 12:05, it would get me out. I'm not hitting that yet though, because I'm still watching for a little bit. But in the worst case scenario, I have that.
Senator Thune wants to know whether Cook's company has tracked consumer complaints about processing performance, and if the iPhone maker has explored whether consumers who paid the full price of that replacement
Sellers are really trying.
should now be given a rebate.
So that's good.
Apple acknowledges that it did add a new feature to iOS last year. iPhones with older batteries are throttled at specific times to try and make sure they don't get overwhelmed and shut down. Apple says that was necessary because of a very real technical issue. Lithium-ion batteries do decline over time and have a tougher time.
Buyers are trying to keep it again from 98, but buyers are getting ready at the 97 right here. Sellers are also getting ready at the 12.
Senator Thune says he expects answers from Apple by January 23rd. Apple did not respond to requests for comment. Carl.
Josh, thanks for that. Our Josh Lipton out west today. Dan, talking about this, I mean, Apple's had a lot of news, been reacting to a lot of news lately. The battery issue, the use of iPhones and kids.
There's the 97. That's good. Look at those sellers. Good size sellers.
Yeah, I mean, they really are. I mean, this was one of the stocks that was our biggest long position last
So this is still good for us.
But, post that, we've seen a couple of
Instagram,
things.
those two bars are by equal.
There
It's
was
good.
always talk about a super cycle on an iPhone 10. You can go back to my interviews. I was never a big believer in super cycles. But if you look at what sort of happened,
It is kind of down on the stochastic a little bit right here, so
Apple Store, Verizon Store, etc., and walked
I'm
out
just
with
watching
iPhone
that.
10 the week
Looks
before
like it may hit 96 soon.
probably demand did not come in as high, or there was way more supply.
Well,
Either
there was
way,
a heavy buyer for 9,000 there for a second.
into the March quarter. And that's really where the problem is. I think Apple's going to have a great December quarter. I think the numbers will be fine. The problem is everybody assumed there'd be all this pent-up demand from people who couldn't buy the iPhone in the December quarter before Christmas, and that they would end up buying it in March. Well, if you can walk into a store and walk out with it the week before Christmas, there's certainly not a demand problem. So expectations, which is where the market is, of Apple revenues being down
A little bit more buyers at the 97 right now.
in the last 2 years they've been down 33 and 32%. I just think they're too high, and I think that's where the problem. Then you throw on top of it battery issue. Well, maybe instead of buying a new iPhone, you go and upgrade your batteries. Like, actually myself and my family tried this the last week, and that's going to
98,
take away some demand because there's going to be some
99, 98.
the battery issue. We don't need a new phone, and there is going to be
Still heavy sellers ready at the 12. Oh, they're slowing down.
instead of spending $1,000 for a new phone.
Dan, that's a key point. As we
It looks like it may make the X on the MACD here
always good to check in with you. Thanks again for the time.
to go back down, so that's good.
Dan Niles, of course, of Alpha One. Getting some breaking news out of Washington, D.C. Regarding Darrell Issa. John Harwood's got that, John.
Sellers are trying here.
Issa, a very controversial Republican member of Congress who's been popular among Republicans, big target of Democrats because of the way he went after the Obama administration in his oversight role in Congress, is announcing his retirement today. This is a prime pickup opportunity for Democrats. It was, even if Darrell Issa ran, he barely won a seat in 2016, but this is an indication. There are about 30 Republicans who have so far announced that they are retiring from the Congress. This is an indication of what a strong Democratic year it's going to be in 2018. You look at the early polling, they've got a big advantage. A lot of that is reaction to Donald Trump and also to the
Was 10,000 bought there.
Republicans are pursuing, although it's consistent with the historical pattern. Almost
Sometimes the waiting game's not the most fun, but we gotta do it.
in the first midterm election, and this Darrell Issa retirement is an indication that Republicans believe that's going to happen this year too.
Thank you so much, John. Really appreciate you bringing that to us. And coming up, in fact, we're going to have some reaction to this news from billionaire hedge fund manager.
Lots of sellers at the 12.
Senator John Thune, the senator who's probing Apple over Batterygate. He's going
Stochastic is trying to push it up a little bit though. Histogram on the 5-minute still trying to head towards the 0, so that's not good for us. That's the only thing that's really not that good for us right now, the stochastic either. Lots of sellers right here. It's good. Buyers are trying to pick up. I think they're having a little trouble deciding what direction they want to go. That's a heavy seller count. And they need a sellout. There we go. Buyers are being sold out. There we go. Buyers came right back for a second. Buyers are getting ready at the 97. That's kind of where they're trying to be a strong point right now. That's kind of like a support right there. So that 97 for them right now. Again, we're in later than normal still, so volume is just so low. There's a 96, 95. There we go. It's good for us. 94, 93. Let's keep going.
Some breaking news we brought you just a moment ago. California Congressman Darrell Issa announcing his retirement, saying that
Okay, the buyers, the sellers are trying to pick up, trying to push it down. Ignore the dog that you guys may hear in the background. There's the 93 again, so that's good. 94. May hit 95 here, so it's the only downside, but there's the 93. 93, I only make $2, which it's not much. I mean, it's still profit, but it's not much. I think it has a really good chance to break below it, so here the stochastic is going down, the histogram is going down. This is all really good for us right now, except on the stochastic on the 1 minute. It's trying to boost it up. Buyers are really trying so it doesn't break down. There's a 95 again.
But Tom, how does it differ from any other midterm cycle? We know how these things generally go.
I think this is a different midterm because to me,
buyers are getting ready at the 94 again. Some are moving up to 95s.
Views of America's future. And I think that you can see that the Republicans have chosen to have a very
elitist way of thinking about the world. And I think that what we are trying to do is talk much more about an inclusive, just, and prosperous future. And I think Americans are going to have a very, very stark choice to make. I don't think we can have one shred
Heavy buy right there, 15,000.
that we are absolutely in a fight for the soul of America, for who we are and our most basic values.
Tom, we know, of course, the economy is very central to what we do here as Americans.
Little red right there, which is great.
Giving a vote of confidence for
There's a 94 again.
Warren Buffett was on this morning. He thinks it's not yet even baked into what we're seeing because of the 14%
93.
we were previously paying as companies to the government are now getting back to shareholders. Do you disagree?
I'm gonna see if I can get out at least 92 or lower, just because it's so late in the day that I kind of want to just get out. And it might hit the 92, so it's only $6 there, but
80% of American people, it values the dollars and the rich people in this country at a gigantic premium.
set it up to, I'm at the 92 if it were to drop there.
And the fact that it's reflected in the ownership of corporations who've got a gigantic
Looks like it may try to jump up though. 93 is like a big support.
I will say this. Long-term prosperity is based on the American
So if it hits 92, I'll try to get us out.
and the idea that we watch the stock market as a measure.
10,000 was bought there.
It's really only a measure of how the people who own stocks
Worst case scenario, I can change this right here. I hit the change button when I have the highlighted on the live. Hit change. You can, and then it will keep your order. So if it gets you out, it gets you out, and then you don't have to change it. So if it hits 92 in just a second here, then it probably will get me out. So that's the goal.
Disagree with that entirely? You think this only benefits the wealthy in corporate America?
The day that I listen to the heads of American corporations to tell me what's good for the American people, that will be the day. The fact of the matter is, if you look at that plan, they took $1.5 trillion to
Looks like the buyers are trying to pick up though. Looks like it may try to curve a little bit right here. It is low on the stochastic. So let's see if we can just get out at 93. Just take that $2. See if we can just get out. Okay, now we're just waiting for someone to basically sell it to us because we're trying to buy to cover, but not too many. Yeah, we didn't get out. So we're still waiting.
is the health of the American people, the welfare of the American people, and I don't think that tax plan does a thing for them. It's terrible.
Remember, I have 400 shares.
Tom, I mean, even setting the stock market aside, we have 4.1% unemployment. We actually see
It's
the
back up at the
household
96.
whoever deserves credit for it, and the Republicans will be able to say, you know, point to this tax plan in an already strong economy.
There's a 95 again. That's good.
I don't think this is an uphill battle. I think the fact of the matter is, in spite of everything you're saying, and I know what you're saying, so trust me, I think I spent 30
Looks like it may hit back down to the 94.
markets. The fact of the matter is, I really did. The fact of the matter is, the American people have not had a raise in 35 years. So we keep looking at averages, and if you'll excuse me for saying this, you guys keep looking at averages.
Yeah, we're really late in the day.
Goes to the people, the richest people.
I don't like being in this long.
Gets nothing. The average looks great, but the 80% of the people don't get anything. The 1% have doubled their share of national income in the last 35 years. The top 1%. Doubled it. They've gone from 10%.
We just need to go down 2 more cents.
That's actually what's happened in America as we've watched this.
Back down to the 93. It is trying to form an X to go back up on the 1 minute. 5 minute on the stochastic, it still has that X to go down.
If it's easier to hop a job, if the Republicans, if the White House can say we've excoriated Bannon, we've potentially
94, so 1 more cent, or 1.5 anyways.
this White House
Back that up to 95. You can see heavy buyers are waiting at the 93, and I'm one of them. So
gone for the most corporate-based, rich person-based tax policy, have pushed as hard as they can to divide us on ethnic, racial, gender lines.
5 minutes starting now. It's up here.
We're sweetness and light. I just don't think
It's
that's
okay though.
And we haven't seen it. You're hypothesizing
94.
about what's going to happen, which hasn't happened at all. The fact of the matter is, when you talk about DACA, the president is saying,
95.
I will renew DACA if you build me an absolutely ridiculous wall for $35 billion. And secondly, if you look at their budget, go through it, I've done it, and see that every single program that helps, that is an investment in the American people, whether it's
Looks like it may try to climb up a little bit again, but not too much.
food for poor kids to eat lunch in school, training, healthcare, every single thing that is a program to invest in the American people, to make us more productive, to make us more effective in the 21st century, they cut. Every single one of them. And every program that is a command and control program, whether it's the military or the police or the wall,
94. Okay.
they want to bulk up. You tell me
I'm still one of the 93s.
21st century for the American people. That's insane.
Tom, one last question here. Is your priority the House or the Senate? It seems like the Senate, the margin would make it easier to flip, but I assume you're targeting the House because that's where impeachment begins?
Okay, hit 94.
Organized, particularly with millennials, to try and increase registration, engagement, and turnout so that we get a broader voice in America. And we believe that if we do that, we will see the House of Representatives move from being a Republican to a
In stochastic, it is about to touch the 80. Like I said, it may do a little bounce back up, but very little bit.
North Carolina by a Republican legislature was illegal and unconstitutional. There are two other states where the same gerrymandering kind of behavior is under attack because it is unconstitutional by Republican legislatures. And so over this year, we're going to see a true change, I believe, in reaction to long-term cheating by Republicans to try and tilt the board in their way electorally. So yeah, we believe that
It is trying to form the X to go up, but it's really struggling to on the MACD here, so we're waiting.
The phone lines, as you always do. We'll see you next time. Tom Steyer.
It's nice to talk to you
San
guys.
Francisco. All right, well, let's get back over to Seema Modi, back at HQ with the European close. Hi, Seema.
Hey, Mike. Well, the FTSE 100 hit
Sellers are trying to pick up here, so that's good.
stock indexes are on track to snap a 5-session winning streak, and here's why. It's that report that indicates that officials in China are
I need 2 more cents to drop, and it can do that.
U.S. Treasuries, the bond market is reacting on a global scale. The U.S.-German 10-year bond yield spread widening to levels not seen since April of last year. The yield on the German 10-year bond is now up more
There we
than
go. Looks like it may hit 94 again.
2018. And just to put that into perspective, the U.S. 10-year yield
Will it sell automatically when the price hits 11.93 again? I have it as a limit order right here. So limit orders are not guaranteed. That's why I didn't get out earlier when it was at 11.93. So someone actually has to match that price and at least cover the amount of shares. But it helps protect me with the actual price amount. That, like, it helps me control that price of where I get in, where I get out, and that's why I do limit orders. If I really wanted to, I could do it as a market order, but then it has a chance to still get me out at like 94. It all depends on the sellers and the price movement. So that one, it's not guaranteed of what price. It's guaranteed of getting out if you do it as a market order. I always try to do my best with limit orders. Unless it's moving too fast, then I'll do market.
demanding answers on those iPhone battery issues. And he'll join us next when Squawk Alley returns.
So I'll hit change. I'll watch it. But it's still at the 93. So if it hits 93 and someone gets me out, great. Then I don't have to hit any of these, like the cover can just hold it. There's the 94, 95, 94. Again, ignore the dog in the background. Let's see, we just need one more penny to go down. Heavy buyers at the 93, and I'm one of them. Remember, I'm just trying to get out at this point because it is past 9 o'clock and I do not like trading past 9 o'clock. Buyers are trying to line up, getting ready at the 94. Again. I should just bring it down to 93. We'll all be happy. Someone bought it at 98 just to try to boost it up. Don't get faked out on those. Where is it? The 96. It looks like people did get spooked a little bit by it. It shouldn't be. Back down to 95. So that person who bought at 98 is an instant loss right now. So he probably had a market order, and that's why probably got him in at that price. Someone else was trying to sell it at the 98, and with a market order could really not work for you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sue Herrera. Here's your CNBC News update at this hour. A new report by Senate Democrats highlights Russia's interference throughout the world. Senator Ben Cardin, the ranking member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, issued
Heavy seller still. Buyers are trying to line up at the 95. It did make the X right here, but it's struggling to really hold it. It's mainly because the volume is so low.
President Vladimir Putin directs these attacks.
French women's rights activists denouncing an open letter signed by movie star Catherine Deneuve and others, which says men are being unfairly targeted by sexual misconduct allegations. The activists say Deneuve and others are using media exposure.
Buyers are really trying to pick up.
USA Today reporting that Mark Wahlberg got $1.5 million for All the Money in the World reshoots, while co-star
Someone bought 36,000 shares though right there.
those reshoots were necessary when Kevin Spacey was replaced on that film by Christopher Plummer after Spacey was accused of sexual misconduct. That is the news update this hour. Back downtown to Squawk Alley.
So that's what's kind of trying to push it up right now.
Thank you very much. A powerful GOP senator now demanding some answers from Apple in a letter to CEO Tim Cook, the third-ranking Republican. Commerce Committee Chair John Thune looking for answers for Apple's self-admitted practice of slowing down those older iPhones. Chairman Thune joins us first this morning.
Stochastic here on the 5 minutes, trying to bounce up a little bit again. Histogram is kind of struggling a little bit, but not too much.
We're hoping to get a response from the company, but basically it's to find out exactly what they are doing, how they're informing consumers about this. As you noted, they have now acknowledged that they have been slowing these processing speeds with a purpose, at least stated purpose, of prolonging battery life. But part of the thing that we want to get at is the transparency issue. If they deny that they're engaging in planned obsolescence, in other words, trying to force people to buy the next phone, but we want to make sure through our role.
How much was that buy? So about 36,700, right? So times 11, let's say 96. So about 438,000. So that's what's really trying to move the stock right now, is that one buy, because the volume is so low after 9 o'clock. As you can see, it really slowed down. So like right here, the last minute, 59,000 shares. So the guy with the 36,000 shares, he just covered more than half of it in that 1 minute. And that's what made it jump up 1 to 2 pennies.
We could have a hearing at some point and elevate this further, but I'm hopeful that we'll get the responses that we desire.
He must have like a higher position trying to boost it back up.
What we think consumers deserve, then obviously we'll look at other options.
Well, that would be my question there. If you conclude that, in fact, the transparency was lacking and the customers weren't notified in the proper way, would there be an effort to set...
It is getting closer to the 80 on the stochastic. So we may see it bounce back down, which will be great.
Transpire from this. Again, we're very early on in this. They just acknowledged after the holidays that this is actually happening, which is an admission that we think was long overdue. But that being the case, we at least now want to find out what they are doing to inform consumers. They now say that they have lowered the price of replacement batteries.
Sellers trying to fight back now. That's good. 10,000 sold there, 5,000 sold there.
And obviously, I think that the consumers have a right to know, and so we're going to make sure that Apple is forthcoming, is responsive, and then we'll take additional steps as necessary.
Senator, what would you say to those that worry that more government involvement in corporate issues with big tech companies like Apple could potentially stifle innovation down the road? There is some concern that that is happening.
Well, I'm somebody who believes in a light touch. I'm not in favor of the heavy hand of government. We have too much of that in too many areas of our economy today. But I think it's important that there be transparency. And I think from a consumer standpoint, we have a lot of consumers out there who buy Apple products, and when they sometimes they'll upgrade those products, but if they, in this case, if they're throttling these processing speeds and slowing down people's processing speeds, and there was any effort as a result of that to try and force people into buying the next iPhone, the next upgrade, they need to know that, and they also need to know what's happening to their battery life and whether or not they need to replace a battery. Those are just fundamental issues that I think that consumers have a right
Looks like trying to drop again. This is what we were waiting for. 96. Hopefully we can get out soon, because the 5 minute looks like it may try to climb back up. So we need to get ready to get out.
About what he's calling a techlash, and that is a backlash against big tech companies in the face of ongoing hearings on the Hill. How much of a danger is that?
Well, I just think there's so much that goes on in our lives now that relates to online platforms. We're going to have a hearing next week on extremism online. And obviously, if you talk to our intelligence community, they will tell you that, particularly in certain parts of the world, social media is about the only media that people have access to.
So because it's so late, I probably won't look at the dividend. For dividend trades today. I know tomorrow there's one that I have an eye on, but today probably not.
I don't think there's any sort of a backlash. Frankly, I think in some ways what the FCC is doing with respect, for example, to net neutrality is to lessen the hand of government regulation and use that lighter touch that enables the investment that continues to fuel what has been a remarkable explosion of productivity.
1 minute showing it may come back down, so it's good.
So we want to see more of that, not less. We want to see more investment, not less. But we also think that the community needs to be responsive.
Hopefully we can get out before it jumps back up again.
Legitimate issues, and when you're talking about national security and radicalization, that to me is a very important issue that we're going to be dealing with for some time to come.
Senator, hope you'll come back.
Almost makes me want to log onto my other account and just short sell this even more.
Thank you.
I'm not going to do that, but
The Chamber of Commerce calling it to be kept in check, especially when it comes to regulation. Let's bring in U.S. Chamber of Commerce CEO Thomas Donahue, who joins us now. And at first, on CNBC,
11,000 shares sold there. Good.
well, you heard Senator Thune. What do you think? Do you think so far the government has had a light touch when it comes to technology? Sounds like you might have some concerns.
I think the senator was right on target. The appropriate question to ask and the light touch approach is a good place to start. One of the things that we're trying to articulate
Here we go, more sellers, great.
Technology now is the driving force in almost everything. In medicine, communication.
That's a heavy buyer right there, 12,500, and there's one ready at the 11.95. It's 34,000 right there. It's insane. I wouldn't buy that many shares at once from this company.
Support the use of technology everywhere. Not to look at it as, some of these very large technology companies, that's what this is all about. It's all about what technology is doing. Everything we're doing, including what you and I are doing right now.
So technology, of course, plays a key role in all of those industries and our lives and the economy. But there probably has to be some delicate balance when it comes to responsibility. We heard just this week from investors Jana and Calsters that are concerned about potential
The AMRH that was up $13 a share earlier, it's now below 7. This is why that is so dangerous.
of our daily lives and our economy, frankly.
This one went up pretty nice though. Let's.
They have to live by the law. They have to be responsible citizens. They have to understand that their customers are two groups. The companies all over America, large and small.
So worst case scenario, like I said, we'll do the trailing stop. If it goes 5 against us, we're out.
Very concerned about that. They're moving in a direction to be more transparent in what they're doing.
It's $29, but unless we get out right where we bought it, it's $9.90, which would be like right now.
Wrapped up in that, there are a few things you missed. And we believe that transparency is critical. We believe these issues will
Looks like it may try to form it back up with the stochastic a little bit here on the 1 minute.
recognize that it is not a small group of technology companies that are the issue here. The issue here is that every industry, every company, every organization, and every government agency is all connected now.
Or it can bounce back down a little bit more, so I like that. So we'll do that, try to form its X down on the 1 minute. Again, those buyers at the 95 really are trying to push it. Some of them just went up to 96.
How exactly would any effort to, let's say, assess the role of Facebook or Google with regard to use of privacy, customers' information, or the content they get served, or the ads they carry, any of those things that seem like are under scrutiny right now among these big dominant tech companies, how would any focus on that really impinge on the ability of U.S. Industry to push forward in technological innovation?
Look, I think privacy is a critical issue. We've all been concerned about it. And
Buyers are winning this fight right now.
governments are concerned about it. And there are a lot of reasons. First of all, because of all the cyber attacks on individual companies.
97, 98.
Look what happened to all of the information that those that were attacking our government computers got. We got people's
So yeah, I may get out just to keep my loss minimum.
my case, our security clearances, all of that sort of thing. And, we were not at all aware when we put together a lot of these technologies how significant cybersecurity.
Sellers are really trying to pick up though, so let's see.
Very same large companies are helping us deal with these issues. The big thing for me is you only figure out tomorrow what the next adventure is going to be in technology. But I want to caution that we use the light touch. If there is behavior that is totally unacceptable, then we ought to do something about it. But we need to have it to protect us from others and to advance our economy.
They're having a little fight, but even though the 1 bit size is higher, there's more buyers. So it's trying to curve up here. 68.99.
Look any more complicated than 17?
Well, it is not going to be more complicated. It's going to be
99.12.
because, you know,
Here's that bounce up.
are going to have to take a step forward. Progress is being made in the
5 minutes. Looks like it may make that X here.
that we have already gotten. We're making
That means I probably should get ready to get out.
that you heard in recent days from the president who was at the Palm View and other places, and he understands that this pull out of NAFTA would be an absolute destruction to the advances we've made on the economy and economic growth through the tax policy and through regulatory reform, and we can't do that. We can improve it, we can change it, but we can't get out of it and we can't destroy it. And
Hit that 1201 and bounce right back down.
voice on this. Just remember, NAFTA is 14 million American jobs and it's $1.3 trillion worth of economic exchange and growth between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And, by the way, it is a program that keeps us safe on our borders because of the people that we are in a trading arrangement with.
Certainly an agreement that we need to pay close attention to as it may change going forward. Thank you so much for joining us today, Thomas Donahue, President and CEO of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce.
When we come back, Discovery Communications rising this morning after a rough 2017. We're going to tell you what David Zaslav told us exclusively. First, though, Rick Santelli, what are you watching?
I'm watching 10-year note yields. I'm watching all long-dated sovereign yields move higher. Listen, Bill Gross said the great bear market is beginning in treasuries. But
There's the 99.12 again. I may get out just to cut my loss here. If I see any like better growth to go up. Okay, on the MACD, it's showing a little bit stronger to go up. Heavy seller right there of 10,000. Looks like it may hit back down to 98 for a second. So that's good. There's lots of sellers right now waiting at the 12. So they're trying to force it down. So that's good. The buyers are trying to pick up though. May hit that 1201 here. There's that 1201. Again, it's kind of like a resistance here though that it's touching. I'll be right back.
I'm Scott Wapner coming up today on the Halftime Report at the top of the hour with some of the biggest names in investing now weighing in on the markets. We'll debate the state of stocks and how long the rally can keep going. Plus, the already ripping industrial name.
Alright, I'm back. Didn't do much movement while I was gone for a brief second. If we have that live cover at 11.93, can we set a new one at a different price? So no, you only can have one live order. That's why you're having. That's why you see me having the change up and getting ready to change it if needed. Again on the 5-minute, looks like I may make that X. It's my only concern right now, and it's higher above the 80 on the stochastic. So 22, 1202, 1203. So I'm minus 31 right now. So that 1203 was really strong resistance earlier. So if it breaks above 1203, I will get out for sure. I'm not going to stay above that. 10,000 bought there. Sellers are trying at the 1203. Looks like actually buyers are picking up. So I'm going to try to get out at 1202, just cover my loss. Because it looks like it may do that. Yeah, I got out. $34 loss, and I think it's about to jump up here. And I do not want to be in for that. So how do you change? So let's say this was a live order right here. So I click on it, and then I hit change, and it'll come back here and where you can change that. It will still be a live order until it's confirmed of the change. So we'll drop again, but I took my loss and got out. Okay, while we're watching this, I'm gonna put something else on here for a second. Some monthly dividend stocks that I'm watching. Pause right here. We don't want that. Oh, look at that. It hit the 1204. So I'm definitely happy that I'm not in that. That's why we don't want to be in that. Actually, let's look at the dividend. Is there anything we want to go in? Buckle.
The Dow has nearly recovered a triple-digit loss, down 10 points. Squawk Alley continues in a moment.
Okay, I'm not really seeing any good ones. Struggling a little bit right here again. Yeah, I'm happy I took my loss though. Maybe a little struggling, but I'll take it. We were in way too late today. Like, well, we didn't get in too late, we stayed in too late because the market just didn't want us to get out. We tried earlier when it was at the 93 so we could walk away with profit, but we didn't get out. So that was part of the risk we do with the limit. But that's okay. Overall, we're still fine. Alright, but I am going to end the stream here. I will talk to you all later. And you all have a great day. Remember, go to knkstrategies.com and we'll talk later. Bye-bye.